Harmonious construction Art 246. Answer. Harmonious construction is a fundamental principle in legal interpretation that plays a significant role in resolving conflicts between two or more provisions of a statute. It refers to the approach of interpreting multiple provisions in a manner that reconciles their apparent inconsistency and gives effect to the overall legislative intent. Article 246 of the legal framework encapsulates the concept of harmonious construction. It serves as a guide for legal professionals, including law students, in understanding and applying this principle. Let us delve deeper into the essence of harmonious construction as it pertains to Article 246. Firstly, it is important to comprehend that Article 246 asserts the supremacy of the Constitution. It establishes the hierarchy of laws, making it clear that the Constitution is the paramount law of the land. Therefore, any interpretation or construction of laws must be in conformity with the constitutional principles and mandates. Furthermore, Article 246 emphasizes the significance of consistency in legal provisions. While the law may comprise multiple provisions, they should be interpreted in a manner that avoids any contradiction or redundancy. Harmonious construction guides us in interpreting provisions collectively, ensuring that their intended meaning and effect are not compromised. To illustrate the concept of harmonious construction, let's consider an example. Suppose we have two provisions within a statute that seemingly conflict with each other. One provision grants an individual the right to privacy, while another allows law enforcement agencies to conduct searches without a warrant under specific circumstances. Without harmonious construction, these provisions can be seen as contradictory, creating confusion and undermining the legislative intent. By employing the principle of harmonious construction, we aim to reconcile these provisions. In this case, we may interpret the provision granting the right to privacy as subject to reasonable exceptions, such as cases involving imminent threat to public safety or evidence destruction. This harmonious construction preserves both the right to privacy and the authority of law enforcement agencies, ensuring their coexistence within the legal framework. The significance of harmonious construction while analyzing and interpreting legal provisions. This principle fosters consistency, coherence, and integrity within the legal system, enabling effective implementation of the law. Through harmonious construction, legal professionals strive to avoid conflicts, resolve ambiguities, and give effect to the legislative intention behind various legal provisions. In conclusion, harmonious construction, as explained under Article 246, is a key principle in law interpretation. It guides legal professionals, including law students, in resolving conflicts between statutory provisions, ensuring consistency and upholding the constitutional principles. By employing harmonious construction, we not only elucidate the intended meaning of the law but also contribute to the overall harmony and effectiveness of the legal system. The validity of the State Act, the West Bengal Universities Act, 1999, that prescribes Bengali as the exclusive medium of instruction and examination at all levels of university education in West Bengal can be determined by analyzing the relevant legislative entries and principles of constitutional interpretation. In this case, the state of West Bengal exercises its concurrent legislative power under Entry 25 of List 3, which includes education, including technical education, medical education, and universities subject to the provisions of Entries 63, 64, 65, and 66 of List I. Entry 66 of List I, on the other hand, grants the Parliament the power of coordination and determination of standards in institutions for higher education or research in scientific and technical institutions. Manish, who wishes to pursue his LB course through the English medium, challenges the validity of the state law on the grounds that it encroaches upon the legislative power of Parliament under Entry 66 of List I. To decide the validity of the State Act, the following principles of constitutional interpretation may be applied. Harmonious construction. The constitutional provisions should be interpreted harmoniously, giving effect to both the powers of the Parliament and the state government. The intent is to maintain a balance between the two levels of governance. Doctrine of Pith and Substance. The doctrine of Pith and Substance states that if the true nature and character of a legislation fall within the legislative competence of the enacting authority, incidental encroachment on the jurisdiction of another authority does not invalidate the legislation. Doctrine of Occupied Field. If the Parliament has enacted legislation on a subject and the field is occupied by the Union legislation, it may mean that states cannot legislate on the same subject unless they are purely subsidiary and ancillary to the Union law. Applying these principles, it can be argued